huge win for finding cheap flights, a new digital nomad visa, over-tourism crackdowns, and so much more. It's been a busy week in the world of travel.
Hey, it's Chris and Ellen, long-term travel couple, and welcome to Travel Tea, your go-to spot for weekly travel news.
So if you're a deal-chasing travel addict, your prayers have been answered with a new Going app.
Previously, we had to be constantly checking our emails for these flight deals to come through, and if it was over the weekend or we were traveling or something like that, we'd miss the travel deal because they only last for like a day or two. But now they have the Going app.
Wait, what's the Going app?
So it sends you push notifications to travel deals based off of your home airports or airports that you've selected that you want to receive notifications from.
So like, if I want to go to a place, I just swipe around on the app, zoom in to like Paris, right? And then all the flight deals that are like mistake fares or just like abnormally priced low fares get pushed to my phone, or I can see them right there on the app, right?
Exactly. So like this week we've gotten round trip flights to Europe for less than $500, like $200 round trip to Dublin, $400 round trip to Rome. Like we haven't actually bought those, but I wish we could have.
but like, okay, but that's summer travel too, which is normally like what, $1,200?
Exactly. So
round trip.
That's the game-changing abilities of this app, is that we can get these push notifications immediately as soon as the deal is released.
Super cool. And like, this totally isn't sponsored, although we have space on the table. No, we've been like subscribers for the last, what, 8 years or something?
Yeah, exactly.
And we've gotten some great deals for them, so like, we know they're legit.
And that brings us to this week's travel hack of the week. Follow the deal, not the destination. That is the #1 way you can save money, is to follow the flight deals rather than having a set, fixed travel plan of where you want to go and when.
So like for this summer, instead of paying the $1,200 to go exactly to Paris, I mean, we have to go for the Olympics and stuff, so we have to be in Paris. But like, if you didn't have any travel plans, you're like, I want to go to Europe in general, but I don't have much money. Don't let travel prices be like your barrier to travel. Just like let the deal be your guide to your destination, right? Just follow the deal. So if there's like a great flight to Dublin, keep it going to Ireland.
$200 round trip, like that's cheaper than most domestic flights. And who knows, you might just fall in love with a new bucket list spot that you just discovered.
So let the flight deal be your guide, save a fortune, and don't let price be a barrier to travel. So that's our travel hack this week.
There's a new digital nomad visa in town. Japan has officially announced their digital nomad visa.
We're not keeping that in.
You can now expand your time in the land of the rising sun from 3 months up to 6 months.
So like, I really want to go to Japan. We haven't been, but like, imagine going for 6 months. You start in cherry blossom season, right? And like, there's birds singing all around. You're in this little Japanese village, learning Japanese and stuff. And you like walk to the bus stop, and there's like a little like bear creature there holding an umbrella. And you're like, whoa, you look cool. Why are you smiling so big? And then you like take the bus over to like abandoned amusement park, right? Like, this is how I imagine Japan to be.
That's how he's picturing his trip to go.
I have no influences at all. I'm just making off the top of my head.
There's a little bit of red tape for the visa, including some income requirements and agreeing not to take any local jobs, but really, I mean, that's not that bad.
So like, don't be surprised if you want to stay for a long time and stay forever, but you can't though, because there's like strict time limit, 6 months, that's it, you're done. So digital nomad visa, go apply. Now for the points and miles people, we actually have some bad news that just might make you spit out your airport lounge when you go.
Chase Sapphire Reserve is reportedly removing the Priority Pass restaurants benefit starting July 1st. So this is some really unfortunate news. We actually have used that restaurants benefit quite a few times, especially when the lounge lines were incredibly long or that airport didn't have a lounge in the terminal we needed. So we've been card holders since 2016, and this is a tough blow.
Like, they're saying, well, they're not even saying that we're gonna replace the benefits, but they better. Like, if they don't replace these benefits, like, it won't be pretty. There will be bad things will happen to you. We will freeze our credit cards. We're gonna pull a Dave Ramsey and just snip them with the scissors.
We won't be going that far, but either way, you can bet your last airline miles are gonna be keeping a close eye on this one. We've been card holders since 2016 when the Reserve first came out, and it's been really good to us.
It's been a good run.
But when that annual fee hits, we need to make sure the benefits outweigh the fee.
Not yet they aren't. Get your game together, Chase. Take it again.
Yeah, I think a little bit too harsh. Dial it back like a notch.
I didn't go far enough. Chase, you better get your game together. We're done.
So just something to keep in mind, and always be constantly looking at those benefits versus fee.
Looking at you, Chase. I'm waiting. Make a move. Overtourism has been a huge issue in a lot of places around the world, and the Mayan ruins in Tulum, Mexico are no exception.
In an effort to combat over-tourism, the Mexican authorities have put some new rules on visiting the Tulum ruins. So your dreams of becoming the real-life Lara Croft might have just gotten a little bit more complicated.
So apparently they're gonna have new, like, you have to follow a designated path in the ruins, because I guess we're not allowed to be trusted to scramble all over 1,000-year-old ruins anymore.
In all seriousness, these are very good steps towards protecting these World Heritage sites.
What are you gonna do next? Like put up ropes around cliffs? Keep us from jumping off the sides? Cliff some more. Let this be a lesson. So when you go places, treat it like your home. Unless you're a slob, don't treat it like your home. Treat it like your mom's home or your grandma's home. If your grandma's not around, treat it like your boss's home. And like, you have to please your boss. Treat it like you're living paycheck to paycheck and you have to please your boss and you can't get fired. Treat it like your boss's home. I think we all can get behind boss home etiquette.
In this week's Guess the Destination, we've got a tropical foodie paradise. Take a look at these cobblestone streets, those delicious tacos, and those whale watching sites.
This is like old world charm, vitamin D, sunshine beaches. If you're a digital nomad, it's great for you. If you're a regular normie, vacation-y, traveler-y person, great for you too. Little hint, just watch out for the timeshare folks. They'll get you. No thanks, I'm good. It's never worth it. Never worth it.
So it's got great beaches, vitamin D, margaritas. Guess the destination.
Oh, and for last week's destination, we have Lithuania. Who guessed Lithuania? That's right. Blue? Blue, is that you? Well done for all who you said Lithuania, which is no one, because you guys didn't leave any comments saying Lithuania. No one wins.
A couple people on Instagram won.
They did?
Yeah.
Cool. Congratulations to Instagram. If you guys aren't following us on Instagram, go ahead and take a look at Chris and Ellen on Instagram. There's winners over there, I heard. Everyone on YouTube didn't win. But leave a comment and win this time in YouTube. And if you win, you'll get love and appreciation.
All right, we'll just go with it.
Am I too much? Sometimes I feel like I'm too much.
Sometimes you are.
You think I'm too much?
Okay, Christopher, you ready? Next up, we've got some news.
Next up, we got some news that might just make your next trip a little smoother if you or a loved one requires a wheelchair.
United Airlines has announced some new accessibility features to make it much easier for you to find out if your wheelchair or mobility device will fit onto the plane that you're getting ready to fly on. So no more showing up to the gate with your fingers crossed, hoping it'll fit through the cargo door or down the narrow aisle. You can now check for the flight specifically to see what the wheelchair accessibility requirements are.
It's like a little checkbox, right? You just like, it'll like show up right there, like wheelchair accessible.
So when you're selecting your flight, you can actually click on a little button that'll show you the dimensions of the wheelchair or the mobility device that will fit on that plane.
That's cool. So like, I know accessibility is still a huge thing all over. Like there's some really, like a lot of planes don't have these features, but it's really cool that United is taking a step in the right direction.
So kudos to them for expanding accessibility in travel. So hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Travel Teen News. Let us know in the comments what you think.
So stay curious, stay adventurous, and stay tuned for more Travel Teen News.
Nailed it that time.